What's up, guys? Welcome in. This is your girl, Coach Shine, and tonight is Divine Thought Thursday. Welcome in. So I'm super excited because, of course, y'all guys know that each week I come to bring new value, new information, and just to truly connect with you guys in this space and to just share some insight, and also some current updates, because of course y'all know that each week brings about just a new vibe, new energy. And I'm super excited for the things that are coming up. So I just want to kind of update you guys before we get into tonight's topic. Okay. So as you guys know, I am your life and business coach, and I support you in your journey of really taking your business, your brand, and your mindset, and even your body to another level. So I love to host in person. I'm sorry. Yes, in person, of course, but online and in-person events. But what I wanted to say was that I'm now hosting some very fun and exciting events for in person. And the idea behind it is to really just bring about a new experience. And for those of you who are in the local Augusta area, you guys can actually show up to this experience. And even if you're anywhere in the world, you can come just join us. I believe you can travel and come and visit and experience the vibe with us as well. So I welcome you all to the new Nightlight. And it's going to be the Bonfire AUG. It's a beautiful experience where we're going to be having some motivational speaking. We're going to have food. We're going to have friends. We're going to have fun music. We're going to have just vibes. But also each week is going to bring about its own theme. It's going to have its own, I would say, its own theme to bring. So I'm very excited to bring it to you guys. And I know that we're getting closer to the date, so we're going to have it rolling for the fall. So starting October 18th, we will have our first door opening, our first run of it, so you guys can come be a part of the experience. If any of you guys have ever experienced a bonfire event, you guys know that those are very magical. And I feel that I'm going to bring some very high touch points to the experience for you guys that I really just can't wait for you guys to just be a part of. So definitely check it out. You have the option to RSVP now. You can visit my website, drikahair.com, and sign up, enter your email, and you get all the details, which would provide you with the info on the dates, the ticket, the location, all of that. So everything's inside of the email. So make sure you guys subscribe and be a part of this experience, the new Nightlight. Okay, so that is one thing I have that is very exciting. And also, guys, I just had my birthday, so you guys were a part of the birthday bundle experience. So congratulations for that. For those who were a part of it, thank you for your support. Thank you for the well wishes. Also, I had the Rise to Millions session, which was last night, and that session was so beautiful. It was so magical. I really can't explain. Like, it was just a different experience for this month's session. But definitely get inside so you guys can really see what I mean. But that session was very deep. It was very eye-opening, and I can just tell that we're really in a new energy, like a new experience is happening. So like, I really do feel excited for what's to come, and I really just am embracing sharing the story, sharing it as it unfolds. And as you guys know, inside of Rise to Millions, I kind of provide you guys with the actual insight on how you can actually build your millionaire mindset. And truthfully, this work comes from the inside out. Welcome in, Taffy. How you doing, Queen? Welcome in. So the more that you actually do the perspective shifts and the mindset work, the more that you kind of embody this identity. So one thing that I've realized is that the identity work is also not only just mindset, but it's also nervous system. And you have to kind of really be able to connect all of those different elements into one. And so really stepping into your new identity, your new role, your new version of you truly does matter, right? I mean, think about the version of you that you see yourself as, and like, how can you hone in on that? How can you embody that more and more? How can you really own it and claim it, and just be a part of that experience now? And then you would see how your life would transform by you actually deciding, okay? Like, it's truly about making the decision and making it happen. It's not hard. It's just about, am I willing to, embrace the development that is required for me to actually be that person, And so I really encourage you guys to really get inside of Rise to Millions. That's a beautiful, beautiful journey each month. And that's going to go into the rest of the remaining of the year, of course. And then we also have the 5K Mastermind. The 5K Mastermind, as you guys know, you set your goal, whether that's 5K months, 5K weeks, or 5K days. We're going to support you inside of that mastermind so that you can reach those goals and provide you with the actual steps, the actual work, the process. And it's truly phenomenal because you will be able to see yourself transform in real time as you are getting the training and working the system and really making those actions, taking those steps. So 5K Masterminds, where we're going to support you in making sure that you reach your income goals, right? I mean, I feel that if you're in business, you're here to make money, you're here to grow, and you're looking to, really see your money advance. And I look at money as a game as well. You know how, like, anything you do, you have to be trained, you have to learn, you have to understand money mindset, money management, and also how to grow your money. And I know a lot of people talking about investing, which most time when I hear people investing, they're actually spending. They're actually investing and spending money into certain parts of it to get a return on it at maybe a delayed time, maybe not instantaneously, but at another time. So what I really do provide you guys is real tools on how to really improve your money, your finances, filling your schedule, filling your books, filling your courses, filling your classes, the strategies, the actual things that you have probably missed out on. Like, I believe that people who are in business, right, you're doing business for a reason, but there's also those little blind spots. There's also those little money leaks, or those areas where we can clean up the energy and fill those voids and fill those spaces that you probably haven't even thought of yet. And so that's what the mastermind is doing, is helping you guys to see where you could possibly be leaving money on the table, and how you can kind of refine your process or your strategy or even your approach to how you're doing business. So the 5K Mastermind is a very practical and mature space to grow, to learn. And I love it when people understand you are here to learn. Like, your brain, to work at optimum level, you have to be a student. You have to be someone that's willing to retain or learn new information, process new information, receive new information. And so I really encourage you guys to get into that mindset, because those are the ones who are winning. The ones who are winning are the ones who are saying, I'm willing to learn and grow. And I've seen it happen over and over again, like from even the people who are just very rigid, or maybe even stuck in their ways or in a certain pattern or cycle, and they come into my work, they come into my world, and I see them break free. I see them be able to really see themselves grow and expand. Like, I hear the actual acknowledgement of just how they've been able to see the world differently because they have been inside of my world. So I highly encourage you guys to, find a space that works for you. I also have the not the 5K, but the Deeper Than Beauty Mastermind that we're doing. We're currently in the middle of that. So we just wrapped up our 5th week inside of that mastermind. And my gosh, what do I say about that mastermind? I feel that, the Deeper Than Beauty Mastermind is really about business mastery. Okay. So like being a business coach and really being your guide and supporting you on your business in a way of like the energetics, the personal power, the actual things that, will help you to develop in your leadership, to step into your highest version of yourself, to really do business on a higher level. Like that masterclass, this is now, I would say, my 2nd round, but I've done it maybe a few more times before. But this round is the most grounded and mature group that I've actually worked with in the way of like their collaboration, the energy, and just the way that I feel that people are able to retain the information. So there's definitely a level of just I would feel groundedness in the mastermind, of knowing like my students are actually applying it. They're doing the actual work. They're actually, I'm seeing them work their business, and they found their niche. They found their thing, And so being able to bring it in a way where you make a living from it. And I believe that it's really transforming me to be alongside you guys and to see you guys grow and develop. And it's just really eye-opening to work with you in that space. So I definitely recommend you get inside. I don't believe in like convincing anybody to do anything. I do believe that I can, present the information to you, and you get to choose and you get to decide that is the space and that is the work for you as well. So if you've ever desired to be a leader, a coach, a guide, a teacher, an instructor, an educator, someone who's looking to speak and do maybe in-person or online events, someone who's looking to be in a place of creating their own community, that is the place to be. That is the place to get your training, your foundation, your actual practical things to do, because that is where it all begins. That's where it all begins, and it unfolds from there. So Deeper Than Beauty is a great opportunity for you if you're looking for that. It's long-term, 6 months of mentorship, and you can also access or enroll inside of my website as well. Okay. Oh, and of course, you guys know one of my favorites is the Evolution of You membership. I love that membership because of the master classes that comes through there. So you would get access to each master class every month. So it's like you pay for the year long access, and I just pump out master classes as they come. And each master class is fresh and new. It's classes that are just, going to train you along your journey. So I get to really hone in on where you are and, provide that perspective shift and provide the information and the training and the knowledge to help you move forward. So definitely get inside of the membership. And it's okay if you find yourself in more than one space inside of my work, because that is perfect, because sometimes you may feel like, oh, I want to be a part of that and I want to be a part of this, because the reality is each space has its own purpose. It has its own identity. It also has its own unique experience and energy that it brings, and it unlocks something differently. So yeah, so just know and be mindful that each of my programs are going to provide something different and new for you. So now let's get into tonight's topic, guys. I know that felt like a pretty long intro, but I gotta educate you guys on what is happening. Okay, so this year it's already been set, so of course we got the free range. Of course, if you want to work with me one-on-one to schedule a coaching call, life and business coaching, you have that option as well, which are very customizable sessions. I feel that those sessions help us to establish where you are so that we can get you to your desired outcome and your desired goal. So definitely, if you don't do nothing else and don't know where to start, then schedule your one-on-one coaching call and let's have a conversation from there, and we can come up with the best plan of action for you. Okay? So I'm pretty excited because I have been working inside of the podcast, my podcast, Life with Shine. I have been showing up in that space almost daily, and it is a paid and private experience for the season 2 of it. And so what I love about it is the actual transparency and the vulnerability of what is taking place and what I'm currently navigating in real time. And I think that has been the most profound, prolific experience, because what y'all don't realize is the actual things that people are doing in their business. Like, you see their content, you see what they're doing online, you see what they post, you see what they share, but that is just, I don't even think it's half the story. I don't even think it's giving the whole perspective. Like, if you want to work with someone and really receive a real transformation, you got to really be invested. You have to really be committed. You have to really be involved. And so that requires effort. That requires you really to, what they would say, lean in to those spaces and those opportunities for you to really up level. And I believe that who's your who your go-to is. The person that you want to really work with. And I think sometimes, even if you followed them for a while, and some of you, you probably followed me for a while and been here a while, but you will see like the impact that it's happened. Now, what most times I've seen is that if you're straddling the fence, right, and you're like, well, I know that I want to actually step into this vision or step into this role and step into this identity, and I want to do this thing, right? And you're still on the fence or just not really sure or confident in it, then this is a sure sign that you must educate yourself. You must get the coach or the mentor to be your guide. You must get the support you need, because to me, if you don't have the understanding, you must learn it. You must go and get it. You must go and put yourself in the room. Put yourself in the spaces that's going to provide it for you. And I feel that the more that you can do that, the more that you can realize that, hey, there must be something I need to know. There must be something that I need to really just, really be able to connect the dots with. And so when you're able to just say that's the approach you're coming in, and that's a place of like you're curious, you're open, you're willing to, try something new, a new approach, a new technique, a new way of doing things, that's when it all works out for you. That's when you start to really get the real information. And so that's what it's about. And so I really encourage you guys to just take the next step to really support your business in this way. To really just show up and talk about your offers. And this is why I love this space, because, this is what it's about. Letting people know who you are, what you do, what you bring. Because, like, at each point, you're going to have something else, right? Like I feel like some parts of your journey, you're in a certain season, you're in a certain phase. And so in order for people to keep up with you or to grow with you or connect with you, you have to keep them updated. You have to be visible. You have to be seen. Okay? You have to put yourself out there. You have to show up as the person that you see yourself as. And go for it, you know? Like if you see yourself getting on camera, educating people, talking to people about things you find to share your thoughts, your opinions, your work, then do that. Like I highly encourage people to take that step, you know, and don't just talk about it, really do it. Like really go and make the move, you know what I'm saying? Like go and make it happen. And the more you do that, you're really sending a signal to your nervous system and to yourself that you are safe and that you deserve it, you're worthy, you know, and you're capable. And my thing is, like, if you're willing to learn, you can really do anything. I feel that you can do anything you put your mind to. You can get uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to you increasing your visibility, being seen as an authority or expert, being a speaker of any of that, it's going to require you to get uncomfortable, but it's going to require you to really own your confidence. So that takes courage, that takes action, that takes bravery. It takes you to say, hey, I believe in myself and I'm willing to put myself out there. I'm willing to be witnessed. I'm willing for people to see, you know, because when you have something that's of value, that's a treasure, that's gold or a diamond or a pearl or whatever you see is valuable, you're like, I want to share it, you know. And sometimes you feel like, you know, it's sacred. So that's why there are certain boundaries in place to protect your work, to protect the essence of it, you know. So people who really want it, they're willing to pay the price to gain access. They're willing to go through the process. They're willing to make the effort. And that's what it's truly about. Like, and this is how you know you working with the clients who are ready for that work, or who's aligned for that work, and who the work is designed for, is because they start showing up. They start paying, they start investing, and there's just no questions about it. They're like, I'm here, this is what I want, I'm aligned, and it's happening. And so that it's just that simple. So, you know, you really just putting yourself in a position to win is what it truly is about. Now, I can be someone who is, inspiring, and maybe that may motivate you, but I really believe that by you having the right information, it definitely improves your confidence, and it improves how you show up. It improves how you talk about your offers or what you do. It improves the person you're becoming. And not only that, as a result, you are actually growing your audience, your community. You're also making real connections. And as a result of all of that, you're making real money. Okay? So that's where we're at. That's what it's about. So if you guys need the help and support, I'm here for you guys. I would really love to help. I'm here to support you. And we got Kayla. How you doing? I hope I pronounced your name right. Kalila. How you doing? She said, I believe I can do anything I can put my mind to. Absolutely. That is a fact. You have to believe in yourself, she said. Yes, that's correct. You first have to believe in yourself. So definitely, and I believe, once we actually just do it, for me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. The real truth behind it is those who are winning, those who you see doing the thing, those who are quote unquote successful, right? They are just doing it. You know, they're not questioning it. They're not waiting. They're not, delaying results. They're doing it as the ideas come. Have you ever had an idea like, oh, I need to do this, and then you thinking about it, you sitting on it, you waiting on it and all that? Like, there's a difference between strategizing and planning and doing versus you really just have an idea and not really believing in yourself about it. Like, we're not here to second guess ourselves. We're not here to play small. We're not here to doubt what we are, who we are, and what we bring. We're not here to do that, right? So if we're owning who we are, our uniqueness, okay? We got to own our uniqueness, because I tell people all the time, if you're looking to fit in, if you're looking to, make other people feel comfortable in the way of like, I got to make sure that they get me and all that. No, you got to validate yourself. You got to be self-validated. You got to stand firm in your knowing, and you got to prove it to yourself first. And I tell people, if you haven't created enough videos, enough content, you haven't promoted enough, you haven't talked to enough people, you haven't DM'd enough people, you haven't even connected with enough people, then how are you going to have any, any information or evidence or results to share, right? How are you even going to compare anything to what you're capable of? Because you're not even willing to put yourself out there. You're not even doing, you got to be willing to do the work that's required, right? In any field, right? You have to put the work in. So if there is something that you're avoiding, then let's start there. Let's start right there. What is it that you're avoiding? That's the number one thing that you should be doing. And once you knock it out, once you address it, once you face it, once you do the thing, I guarantee you're going to feel yourself activate to a whole nother level. You're going to see yourself, your confidence increase, your skill level, your ability. You're going to feel so much more like, oh, I can try again, or I learned something new. Like, it's going to do something to boost you. And that's truly what it's about. Like, we're not waiting to let other people tell us what to do. Like, leadership, being a leader, being a business owner says, I'm willing to do the work. I'm willing to do it first. I'm going to go and figure it out. And this is the thing, right? Most people need directions. Most people need to be told what to do. Most people are like, hey, tell me what to do. I'll go do it. I know how to do it. Okay? And that's why I'm online. I'm telling you what to do. Hire a coach. If you know you need direction, you need guidance, you need support, you need information, okay, cool. Go make it happen. Get you a coach. Get someone who's already doing what you want to do. Align with the people who are already doing what you want to do. And my thing is, if you do it with people who are steps ahead of you, see, here's the issue I feel. It's going to be another gem. Most people look at the ones who are so far ahead. You with me? Those who they've been 10 plus years in, and you're watching them and their results and how they move and what they're doing. And of course, they have a certain air about it. They have a certain confidence that comes with it. They have a certain knowing, okay? Because they've been putting in the practice. They've been practicing. So what I encourage people to do is to start small. Start smaller, meaning connect with the people who you feel, okay, they're ahead, but they still reachable. You can still connect with them in a way of saying, okay, this is more intimate, this is more my speed. This is someone who I can really learn from, and I don't feel so out of touch with what they're talking about. This is where relatability comes in. How relatable does they feel to you? Like, most people are feeling intimidated because they're not looking for the connection of someone that they can relate to. They're looking for somebody who's all the way out their league, and they trying to figure out, well, how can I get there? By doing the work with someone who is closer to where you want to be. Because guess what? You're going to get instantaneous results. You're going to get more results faster, quicker. You also going to see yourself collapse time, meaning you're not going to feel like it's going to be as long of a wait. You're not going to have to wait so long before you see the outcome or the results, because a person who's been in it 10 plus whatever how many years, guess what? They're talking to you from a level of what they see, what they know, and their experience. So you now have to grow and develop into that person, which would take who knows how long. But someone who's, let's say they've been in the game 4 or 5 years, that's someone that you can learn from, because you're just getting in. Now they still fresh, they're still learning, they're still they still know what they're doing, but they still are not too far away from just starting. So that's just a perspective to think about. You're always going to meet the person that you need to know. So connect with the truth, connect with your reality, be realistic. You know, I think people over romanticize or put people on pedestals to where they can't even be in touch with the truth enough. Let's get real. Let's get with the truth of where you are, so that we can get realistic on what it's going to take, so that you can really see your reality change, you know, and not really something that is going to be on some fairy tale. I know that there's a culture right now where everybody's like, be delusional, be delusional, be delusional. Like, I have never in my life seen the delulu word and delusional being thrown out so much everywhere that it's just normalized. And I'm not here to discredit their process. I'm not here to say that it doesn't work, and I'm not here to say anything negative about it. I'm just saying that that can be harmful to people who still haven't had enough grounding, training, and context. Okay? That can be harmful for people who still are lost and still trying to find their way. People need some real results. They need real action. They need reality checks. They need some real ass training. Okay? That's how I feel. That's how I see it. That's just what it is. Now, if you've ever been in a space where you had to be delusional, tell me how that worked out. What was it like? You know, what was that experience like? So again, all of it is a purpose. It has its place. So this is not to say anything negative about it. It's just to say, hey, realistically speaking, business is simple. You know, your results can be realistic. They can be practical, and you can actually see some results in real life by making the actual changes now. Truthfully. Realistically. Okay? So, let's just get it done. Let's make it happen. I'm here to help you guys. So, thank y'all for coming in. It is Divine Thoughts Thursdays. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to talk about before we ride out? I can check in with it. No, I think we're good. So if there's no questions, thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys in the next weekly Divine Thoughts. And of course, as always, visit my website to get access to all of the things I've talked about here tonight. See you guys in our next one. Peace.